I'm going to critique this property, so if you decide to buy, remodel, or build a property yourself, you won't make the same mistakes. I'm the How to Buy a Mansion guy. My name is Arvin Haddad. Let's watch this together.
Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. We're Matt and Summer and we talk luxury properties, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. We have such an awesome house to show you guys today. It's on the market for 4.3 million with Fine & Country, and we're in Ashley Park in Walton-on-Thames. So we'll put a map on the screen so you can get your bearings and see exactly where we are.
So this home is 2 years old, has 6 bedrooms.
Can you spot the architectural flaw? I sometimes pause the frame and ask my subscribers to spot the flaw because it's a muscle you have to exercise, and then I will reveal it after 3 seconds, okay? 3, 2, 1. Did you spot it? This is a brand new construction 2 years ago. The ratio of the windows are ridiculously big. You might not notice this, but the windows on a property, kind of a Georgian-inspired property, they're never this big. And this is a modern take on Georgian, but when you get the ratios wrong, the property looks ridiculous like this. The windows are completely dominating the front door. Architectural style is your curb appeal, okay? It's if a property has pedigree, it's one of the principles of quality, 10 principles of quality, which I teach in my 5-day live workshop where you can learn about. I will tell you guys how to fix this look at the end of the video.
Let's go.
Did you guys notice that? I'm watching this for the first time with you guys, okay? I've never seen this video before. The windows are bigger than the front door. And what happens in psychologically, your attention goes wide to, you don't have a focal point. You have all these big windows that are trying to compete for attention. When attention, if it's focal point on the center, because that's where front door is on a Georgian style property, is taken away. And the door actually looks dwarfed.
All right. Oh, hello.
Oh, we have a little special guest. I think this is called Luigi.
Hello, Luigi. Where's Mario?
He's like, I've heard that joke. Everyone says that.
Okay.
Back to the video.
Tour, yeah.
Let's pop the floor plan up before we get into it. You always forget, but we know you guys love floor plans. So
I
like
love
Matt
floor plans too, they're important.
This is awesome. In the US, we never put floor plans. Okay, it's huge. Wow, 5,771 square feet. Here's your ground level. You come on in. So you have a study to the left. Living room. This is your formal living room. This is where you will have the Christmas tree once a year. Take your pictures here. Storage, I'm assuming. A powder room, another coat closet here. Then you have the stairway. So you're holding back the wow factor, right? And then you come out over here. You have a massive dining room. Very big. Kind of strange to have the dining room here. But again, you have a massive kitchen and you have a family room over here. Then the garage entrance is here. There's a lift. That's good because it's 4-story. It has a basement and 2 levels up. So that's great. You have either a chef's kitchen or a huge pantry. And then you come out, you have the kitchen family room. Let's go to the basement. You have a playroom. Really good for the kids to kind of do, have all their toys in there. You have a washroom. You have a utility room. I don't know what this is. And then you have a cinema, which is great. And then on the family floor, you have 4 bedrooms, and all the bedrooms have their own bathroom except for this one. And the master primary has a huge closet, but you have to go through the closet to get to the bathroom. That's not ideal, but having 4 bedrooms on the same floor is really good. And the top floor is the housekeeper's room. Okay, that's okay. I'm assuming it's in the, where the dormers are and the attic, really. So it's probably going to be very sloped. You can see the square footage is smaller because it's sloping up. The ceilings are, the roof is sloping up and cutting into the square footage. But you have a 6-bedroom over here. You have housekeeper, 5th, storage, bathroom, shower, lift also gives you access. Okay, let's watch the video.
Yeah, so come on through. So we've got 2 studies at the front of the property, kind of like a his and hers. So you've got 1 study here, one massive space, like you'd comfortably have 2 people working here. But this time, you've got 1.
Oh my God, look at those windows. They look ridiculous, even from the inside. Architecturally, putting a window this big, it should be illegal. Like, don't you guys have like city commission and like planning permits committee? How do they allow this? This is ridiculous. Like, the Georgian style is derived from England. And it's like, somebody in the planning commission should say, This is against King George or whatever it is. It's embarrassing. The windows are coming to the floor. It's interesting that they have two offices. I would have thought one of them would have been like the formal living room, whatever they dress it up. But I guess for a property that it's outside the town, maybe it's geared towards someone who works from home. Very good. Get the two offices out of the way by the front door. If you have people coming in and out, they don't have to come through the whole house. So far, so good.
And then if you go check out opposite, someone will show you the other study.
Yeah, so in the entrance hall, it's stone flooring. And then when you come into the study and the back of the house, it's engineered timber flooring. So a really nice contrast. But this is the other study. So his and hers, his and his.
Okay, what's really obvious is that they're trying to kind of hide the lower ceilings. They're overcompensating. It's just the windows to me are, they're a door. Architecturally, it's so flawed.
Really like that. We need this.
You know what I love as well is you've got the main studies up here.
Do you see? Like that's how you can tell how tall he is. They're trying to hide the ceiling heights, but that's not the way to do it. You can't sacrifice the architectural integrity of a property to such a degree that you know to compensate for, I would say, average ceiling heights. They're not even that bad.
Okay, this is like the boot room. Good feature to shovel your shoes away so it's not clogging up the hallway.
Really handy. For England especially, you definitely need a coat closet. I thought this would be storage and the other one would be a coat closet, but it seems like both of them are.
Yeah, so here we've got even more coat storage, kind of like kids' coat storage.
Not bad at all. Good decision.
Okay, so we've got the staircase on this side. We're gonna head down to the basement in a second after we show you the main kitchen and living space.
This hall space is amazing, so wide.
Yeah, the width is actually pretty good.
And then that is the downstairs toilet. So
Yeah,
show that
I'll show
Matt.
you this. Through here, really luxury finish and some quite cool pufferfish on the wall.
Very bad choice of wallpaper. You could have told a completely different story here. With powder rooms, you can really surprise. It's totally okay. I'm kind of surprised they continued the paneling on the walls. Like you can mess around. You can kind of completely tell a different story, have fun with it. And their only sense of fun here was, ridiculous fish that look really ugly and creepy to kids.
You were so big, but
Uh-oh.
shit.
Now guys, let's show you through this kitchen family entertainment area. It's an
Yeah.
incredible space.
Which way should we go first?
Wait, what the hell happened to the floors? They were doing such a good job with the floors. Like it was herringbone framed, right? What is this? Is this like tile? And why does it look so worn out? Again, like choosing the dining table, it's blocking the energy to the outside. This is not a good place to put the dining table for me. First of all, it's too bulky and you're just really blocking that energy. I'll tell you guys how I would have arranged it after we're seeing it because I've never seen this before either myself.
Okay, so this is the lounge. Got this gorgeous fireplace on at the moment. Oh my God, it's so warm. And then all the speakers are all throughout the house, so you can have the audio playing in here.
What I love about this whole area is there's so many ways to get outdoor, so that the indoor and outdoor living vibe really works.
Well, they've blocked it all and it's way overpacked. Way too much furniture in this room. It's cramming the room completely. And the way they've positioned both the dining table and those two chairs, it does have a lot of indoor-outdoor flow, but you're blocking it. It's not a good setup. Let's figure out how to fix it.
And then in the center where there's the dining table, you've got massive bifolding doors, which open up to like an outdoor entertainment area as well. But how about this table? How many seats have we got? 4, 8, 10?
10
Yeah.
seater. Yeah. The interior design is beautiful, isn't it? You've got these lights, the flowers.
And what about this detailing on the ceiling?
It's such a bad place to put such chunky chandeliers and chunky chairs and a chunky table. That is your wow factor. You completely blocked it.
Okay, let's move over to the kitchen. This is a granite worktop, super large island with a booth inset into it, so you've got like a seating area.
And that area is quite unique, isn't it? You don't usually see a curved feature like that, but it really works.
It just looks completely off. Utility, amazing. The fact that you can watch TV from the breakfast nook. This side is the, family section. You can sit down, really relax. Connecting the kitchen to the family room, fantastic. But this just round feature is architecturally, interior-wise, it's so ugly. Like, what happened? Somebody bit off the counter, and the counter is so ugly as well.
So this oven over here, this is a French piece. Now this is the same brand that Gordon Ramsay has.
Wow, a 48-inch It's that's solid. It's a kind of an overkill for the property. Good job.
Stone worktops on this side, and they've gone for a contrast. If you look at the cabinets here, you've got the light grey and the dark wood finish.
That didn't work. That did not land. It looks like spare tire, the dummy tire, did not land at all. And I don't like the handles at all for the cabinets. Really, really ugly.
I'm guessing that's a really nice larder kind of pantry.
Should we do a reveal?
Those knobs are so ugly. They look like a, you know, coat hanger. Overall, the kitchen, as far as like utility for someone who cooks, was amazing. Design wise, not so much, but I'm sure a chef would be like in heaven.
And then on this side of the room, you have kind of another living space. It feels a bit more airy in here. So you've got the doors open.
And amazing skylight in here. So like just light just pouring in. And like we talked about in the office, you've got the same speakers throughout.
Yeah. Okay, should we head down to the basement?
Before we go to the basement, let me sum up this floor. Here are the things I didn't like. I don't like the wow factor when you come to the, you know, formal family area. That dining table completely blocks the energy, but there was no other place to really put it. The family room is perfectly located. The formal living room is right next to the fireplace. So the only solution here is to go with less bulky chairs and get rid of those chandeliers to let the energy go through. Also, I don't like the lower ceilings. I don't like the fact that the windows were so stretched up and huge architecturally, looked stupid from the outside and ridiculous from the inside. The floors and the finishes were 5 max. And here are the things I like about it. The layout overall is pretty damn good, especially where the kitchen is located. It's the heart of the house. It's central to the family room, completely interacts with the family room and the dining room and the formal area, and you get to see the entire backyard. Amazing. Really, really cool.
Summer.
What?
We can't go to the basement yet. We've missed this whole utility area.
Shit.
So this utility is bigger than most people's kitchens. So yeah,
Let's go. Yeah, this is the size of our kitchen, pretty much.
That right? Yeah.
But you got the washer. There's 2 dishwashers. You got double dishwashers. On obviously loads of storage.
Okay, this area is just bonus. I mean, the kitchen had so many cabinets and spaces for chef to enjoy. So they, you know, kind of making this a butler's pantry, a utility room, storage. I just don't know how you would open that cabinet in that corner. It seems like a master carpenter. They just didn't really plan that area really well.
Okay, we're in the basement level. Ceiling heights, we're in the basement level and the ceiling heights are around 2.8 meters down here. So it's an amazing feeling of space.
He's right. It seems like you have higher ceilings in the basement, and that's always great. I highly recommend it. You want to make the basements grand. So it makes a big, big difference. But the reason they didn't have enough ceiling heights on the other floors is because there's always a limit on most cities where how high you could go. And if you want to have 3 levels, you just have to kind of take a little bit from each one of the floors to be able to, you know, not exceed that limit. And that's why the ceilings were lower, the windows were ridiculously tall.
Let's show you the cinema through here.
This is my favorite room.
I love this. I love how wide the room is. Like, although you've got 1, 2, 3, 5 chairs here at the moment.
This is ridiculous. This is a worst seating arrangement for a cinema. You can't call this a cinema. Just because you put a projector up there, it doesn't make it a cinema. You don't have soundproofing on the walls. It's carpet below. And then I saw a Pilates machine in the back. It's not how you do it.
And there's like a blue LED light behind the projector, which I actually love.
Yeah, I love that. So nice. And then you've got the speakers and surround sound and everything through here. But down here, because this room's painted dark to make it feel more ambient, the speakers and everything is dark as well. So it's like little detail.
Yeah, little detail would be soundproofing the room, you know? No, it would echo like crazy if you're watching a movie in here with the speakers on. It would sound ridiculous. Horrible situation here. And you have mirrors in the back. Like, instead of like soundproofing it, they're doubling down on echo.
Okay, let's go to the kids' playroom.
Yeah. Got one of the best areas through there.
I know, people have their eyes on that.
Yeah, so this is the kids' playroom. I mentioned study, but you're right. It's
a playroom. Yeah, I don't think kids will work.
Okay, I'm really glad they have a playroom. However, putting it away from the kitchen and the ground level, I really believe the kids' room should be actually very close to the kitchen and in the ground level. That would be ideal.
Come in here. Wow, this is so cool.
This is awesome. Wow.
It's like everything is just perfectly organized. Like if I was to get a ruler, these are probably spaced out pretty evenly and they're not slotted in. And
I would hope so. I would really hope so. They're spaced out evenly and somebody used a ruler.
And like the colors of the lids are
Exactly.
pretty much, there's a few different, but like all black, the whites. Oh, I love that.
so cool.
Is this their first time in a wine cellar? That's how you organize them, by the brand, by the years.
Oh, we've got a nice big one here.
Yeah. Actually, this is a cigar unit as well. Cool.
So as we mentioned in the utility room upstairs, this is kind of like the main utility room.
This is awesome. This is really great. I mean, this is kind of an overkill. It's humongous. You have storage on this side, washer and dryer. You have counter for ironing. Really, really good.
This space is perfect for a housemate because on the very top floor, you've got like your own self-contained apartment annex style space, and the owners currently have like a live-in
nanny,
here.
yeah.
See, this playroom, if they have a live-in nanny, then that game room for them, it works. But if you don't have a live-in, I don't think it would work. The kids, there's no way the kids would stay in the basement. They would be all over the house. But if you have someone to lock the door and just keep playing with them in the basement, yeah, you might be able to control them.
Should we head up in the lift?
Yeah, what's this final door?
Oh, we've got a toilet down here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a really nice style.
Yeah, we're really liking the gold hardware.
Interesting to have a shower down here. Was there a bedroom? Did we miss a bedroom? Oh, there's a gym. Whatever.
Okay, let's go in the lift.
Okay, let's show everyone. Okay guys, I was not supposed to be in there.
We'll go up the stairs and then we'll join the lift in the next one.
Okay, so we have 4 bedrooms on this floor and then 2 more on the top floor.
Okay, before they jump into the bedroom, I think one of the things I really like about it, there seems to be a window behind the cameraman here that really gives light to this central area where all the bedrooms connect to. Super important, really, really cool. I like it.
So this is the kids' bedroom. Gorgeous little girl's bedroom, got pale pink, lots of wardrobes on the left.
I just love when all the rooms are so differently designed, you know, for each type of person.
And then Matt, if you spin around, you've got the ensuite. No, I'm talking about Matt, the videographer.
I know.
Not you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call you guys different Matts. This is the most gorgeous ensuite I've ever seen. You've got pale pink sink unit, pale pink wallpaper.
The palette they got right. The finishes, again, 5. Very average, luxury. It's so funny. Their toilets are so, like, I guess that's a kid's toilet, right? But the one in the powder room looked the same downstairs. Why are they so small?
This is currently a newborn baby's room. So you've got a grey finish. Storage on that side.
Yeah, I love it. You've got a newborn baby's room bigger than most main bedrooms.
This is cool. Again, very good bedroom distribution. They're all getting a window to each. And this one, they've used it as the, you know, the baby room, their nursery, which doesn't need a bathroom. Fantastic.
Let's show this. So this is the Jack and Jill bathroom. So it works as the family bathroom, but also doubles up as the ensuite for the room next door. You've got an amazing shower. Again, love the gold hardware. And then a big bathtub.
Yeah, each bathroom and ensuite are just different styles, which I like, because a lot of houses we see the bathrooms are kind of all the same.
They've done a good job though. The palette is not so far off. Like it doesn't jump to an extreme color. Like they're all kind of like this matte pastel, either like, you know, beige or off pink, gray. They're kind of in the same family of colors. It shows a little bit of a continuity in the color scheme you have throughout the whole house.
Now come through to the bedroom.
That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. So that works as a Jack and Jill bathroom, so it's an ensuite but also accessed through the main landing. He's got a pretty cool...
I would have been obsessed with all of this.
This is a cool little collection. I like that all the bedrooms have lots of built-in storage.
Lovely colour this as well.
Yeah, it's like a navy blue.
Yeah.
Overall, the closet space, you know, not a single walk-in closet. I guess the primary bedroom has a big closet from the layout, but so far so good.
Okay, we've got the main bedroom to see, yeah?
Yeah, so double doors into the grand room.
Wow.
And if you come here, Matt, you can quickly see the panic buttons. See those red buttons by the bed? So if you're in bed and you're worried somebody's downstairs, you can quickly press them.
And on this side, you've got so much space for cabinetry, something like this decorative, you know, space. Looks real nice.
Now this is the walk-in wardrobe, and these wardrobes have a leather finish, and it goes all the way around here. So lots of space for both your clothing.
Yeah, it's really spacious, isn't it?
It's actually feels smaller than what I saw in the plans. Overall, the primary bedroom, not bad, great volume. It's very kind of traditional decor, a little too heavy for my taste, but the closet is, I guess, decent size for suburbs of London. But what I prefer to having these closed closets like this, having glass panels where you can see the clothes. Otherwise, you keep opening them, closing them to see if, you know, where you have what, if it's at the laundromat or not, all that stuff. So I just prefer more glass. And some people prefer this because they just don't want to see anything. It looks cleaner optically in some ways. But if you have them organized in the drawers, I like to look at them.
Into the master ensuite.
This has got limestone and marble throughout here.
Yeah.
You've got the limestone on the wall, and then the shower is round this corner.
It's a huge shower, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to see the shower head. Look how big it is.
So the finish is overall consistent 5 for me. For £5 million, I would say it's on the low end, even in England. I was expecting a little bit more. I think in the 5 million range, you got to be pushing 6.5, 7 at least. So it just looked very cookie cutter. I think it was well curated, put together. Color-wise, it wasn't my taste, but they executed their themes correctly.
So right now, I think we should show everyone the lift.
Yes.
Without the thing in this time.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, okay, let's just get the thing out. Okay. Okay, so this is the lift with the cool flooring.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? All
Do you
right.
want to grab the camera?
Yeah, let's grab the camera and we'll see you in a minute.
Okay, I'm pressing
Doors closing.
level 2.
So one of the things you don't normally see in elevators, people messing around like powder rooms. I really can think like powder rooms, elevators, you can, instead of this kind of an industrial gray look, you can have fun. You can be goofy, you can be silly, you could surprise. It's pleasant. I think it's a fun thing to do. You don't get a chance in a lot of places in your home to be you know, kind of free to do whatever you want. I think elevator is one of them. I think powder rooms is another one. So have fun with them.
No scooters. Max 400 kg.
2 hours later.
Oh my god.
That's not good. What the hell happened?
What's happening?
It's alright. It's all right. We're not trapped. It's just vibrating a bit.
Level 2.
That's the last time they're getting in that elevator. That was scary.
So now we are on the top floor, and this is the almost like self-contained apartment space where you've got the bedroom over here.
Yeah, so bedroom is here, and then if you come around this corner is the kitchenette. So they have a live-in maid at the moment, and this is perfect space for her. So you've got your microwave, the induction hob, and yeah, it's just a nice little kitchen.
And equally for a teenager, I think this is an amazing space because you can go straight from your bedroom to the lift, all the way down to the basement, catch a movie, you know, sneak your friends in and out without having to go through the house. And then over this side, you've got some, well, I guess this, we haven't gone through this door. This is probably going to be the ensuite, right? It's not the ensuite.
Walk-in wardrobe.
Yeah, walk-in wardrobe. Nice.
Okay, let me see what's around this corner. Oh, this is the ensuite.
Ah, okay.
Oh yeah, so you've got a large shower, got a skylight in here, and then you've got the blue panels. Yes, pretty decent. Where should we go next? Got another bedroom?
Yeah, just look how nice that window is as well.
Yes, that's really picturesque.
Okay, let's talk about the dormers, because this is not the standard dormers you would see on Georgian homes. This round top is just not normal. It doesn't go with this architectural style. I don't remember exactly what architectural style they've borrowed this element. Not just the windows on the bottom floor were so large. The windows on the dormers are appropriately sized, but this curvature on the top, I just haven't seen that on Georgian properties. Typically, It's a pointy, kind of a regular roof shaping ceiling or roof they have, not this round feature. So again, optically, it completely looks off to me.
I still can't believe it's only 2 years old.
I know,
It feels
right?
so homely, doesn't it?
But equally, everything does
It's so
feel
new.
Yeah.
So this whole guest quarters, maids living was fantastic. Really, really cool. I guess the only thing it didn't have was a lot of natural light because you only had, 1 or 2 dormers giving you natural light. But beside that, it had its own kitchen. Pretty sick spot to be a live-in nanny.
We actually recently got a comment on our videos, what's our favourite house that we've toured, and I think this is, can't think of all of them at the moment, but this is definitely up there with like the design and the feel of it.
Yeah, I think I would probably choose this one as one of the top for sure.
And because we've done a lot of tours in central London at the moment, it seems quite good value, doesn't it? I'd rather live here and commute because you're only about 45 minutes away.
It's ideal, isn't it? So this room has an ensuite as well.
Wow, 6 bedroom. So many bedrooms with great separation, like the bedroom distribution, fantastic. What you didn't really get is a bedroom on the ground level, which I normally like to see. And you didn't even have a shower downstairs to really get a bedroom. So that's, I guess, a negative. But you got 4 bedrooms on the second floor. You had 2 bedrooms up here, 6 bedrooms total. Pretty damn good.
It's like just a really pretty room. You've got the shower over there with the big shower head, beautiful tiling. Max just fell in the toilet. And then this side, another, amazing window and blinds.
Okay, finishes are 5 everywhere. Okay, consistent. But these dormers, the fan light above them is from a federal period. They're not the Georgian period. So it's really interesting to see that over here, that they're kind of borrowing different elements. I've seen that before, but it just this round feature above dormers, it looks weird because on the federal buildings, you see the fan light above the front door. You don't see it above dormer windows. So it's a little bit strange. But first, let's look at the backyard and then let's fix this architectural style and make it a little bit more pedigree, architecturally speaking.
Okay, so outside you have this patio area. And as you can see, all the bifold doors are opened up. One thing I really like about this space is this glass roof. So obviously you're still under shelter if it's raining.
I think it's the best of in and outdoors, because of obviously in the UK, the weather, it is going to be raining a lot. And so you can still enjoy being outdoors with this shelter.
And you've got that heater up there that I can feel on me, which is just what I need when I'm outside.
That's it. But equally on a sunny day, the space is absolutely amazing. So it comes down a step, and then over this hand side, you've got these sun loungers.
Oh, and this garden also has planning permission for a pool.
Yeah.
Which I think would be the perfect addition for this house. I think it's like vertical here.
Okay, the backyard is massive, right? Really, really big. It's a little bit too long, so the ratio of length to width is not ideal, but a pool would really fit perfectly right there. A long rectangular pool, like it would give you enough lawn and also big pool without a building obstructing it, right? So you will have natural light coming in for most of the day.
And then let's come down to the garden. Then we can see the house from the back.
Yeah, it's a stunning design.
Now here's how I would fix it. I'm going to give you a really expensive option, but the correct way of fixing it, and also a very cost-effective way if you do have like a very small budget, okay? Now, if you want to learn how to spot the architectural flaws of your house, this is one of the 10 principles I teach in the 5-day workshop starting April 28th. Sign up right now. It's going to be so much value for you guys. Okay, when I first look at this, this is a property that is either Georgian style or federal, but it's really neither. And it has 2 massive, very obvious flaws to me. One is that the windows are just screaming for attention. They're completely taking away the attention from the center where the whole Georgian style is based from, okay? And your eyes are just searching for a center and it's getting distracted in all different directions by these windows. And the other massive problem is this part of the house. You would never ever see this in the historical Georgian or federal buildings where you would see this indentation and another one. What you would see is a subordinate junior building on the side with maybe dormers on top and a garage over here or on this side. But that doesn't take the attention away from this. They've tried to do it with an indentation over here, but it just doesn't work. There's no historical precedence for this, okay? Now, let's first fix this, okay? So when I'm looking at this is like, probably they wanted to go with the Georgian style because it's not that ornate, yet you have fan lights at the top, which is a federal design. I know you have a portico, which is also more of a federal architectural element. But they probably put this portico because they saw that windows were too massive, and they're doing these big windows to kind of, you know, elevate the ceiling and stretch it out to kind of make the house look more grand and allowing more natural light into the house. But they're just doing it in a complete way of sacrificing the architectural style. So if I was going to fix this, I would take it more towards, this is a more expensive way, okay? I'm going to take it more to the federal style. And look what I've done over here. So what I've done is I've shortened the windows from the bottom, okay? And I've taken out the thick moldings around the windows. Now, there's no, again, historical precedence for having these ginormous moldings around the windows on the Georgian or federal style, okay? It's just, they were never that big. So I don't know why they went that big, because they probably didn't know what they were doing, or they're just imitating another imitation, and it just goes all the way out the, you know, tangents in the wrong way. But the first thing you notice immediately, look how the center just popped when I did that. Do you see how the portico just became so significant? Your attention is going right to the center, okay? Then the federal is a lot more ornate. So to give that lift to the windows, so kind of do the vertical, I'm giving keystone at the top of each window over here and over here, over here, and doing a, you know, smaller top at the top, and also adding a more pointy roof for the dormers. And then I did shutters for one of the windows. You can do it for all of them, but this is just kind of a very it's more expensive, obviously, to fix this, because you have to reframe the whole house and everything, okay? Now, a really cheap way of doing this would be adding grids to the windows. I mean, this is a really cheap way. What you would do if you add more grids to the windows, so you only change the windows, you don't have to change the framing. What you do is, by making smaller windows, it makes the whole window smaller, and then you get rid of these moldings, okay? You find a custom made, a much smaller frame over here, and then you go with a kind of an 8x4 squares at the top, and then you also do a keystone over here. Then you can also get rid of this, because this is really working against you doing this whole lift. This whole build is kind of working against you. Another thing you can do is you can also at the same time give some lights or shutters on the center, okay, to kind of bring the attention back to the center. Another way would be increasing the size of portico, but I just don't think you will have enough size to do that. Another element is that you can add medallions to this part to give it that more ornate element. And there are different ones that could also lift up the property vertically. But by getting rid of these moldings, choosing grid windows, 8 grid windows on all the windows over here, you really bring back the center attention to the portico, to the center of the house, and still having that lift that you're looking for. Now, if you want to learn how to spot the architectural flaws, the process I go through to spot the architectural flaws of a building, join the 5-day workshop. The value is enormous. You can watch the house with the funicular. It's a really funny video, and the link to the 5-day workshop is in the description of this video. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you guys in the comments. Take care.